Hello and welcome back to the Energy Alchemist. I am here with another weekly energy reading for the week of September 7th through the 13th. We have a holiday weekend upon us, Labor Day in the United States. So those of you who are working are going to, some of you, get a holiday off. Some essential workers will be working right through that holiday. So I want to send and continue to send many blessings out to those who are working in those industries where they're sacrificing so much of themselves to continue to give us the things that we need or the comforts that we desire. So I want to look into the energy of the upcoming week for the collective. Again, this is a collective energy reading. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I'm going to pull 3 to 4 cards and see what the energy is looking like. Obviously, those of you who are following politics in the United States, or if you are abroad and following our politics, you know that we in the United States are in a very volatile political environment. So some of those energies may appear in this reading. Some of them, hopefully we're going to get something beyond that, because that's quite obvious that we're in the throes of that energy. So I'm asking Spirit to help us to see anything that we may need to navigate, or just overall to help us get through the week with success. Please remember that we are in a free will environment, so anything that is showing up here that may not be something you find particularly pleasant, it's a nice warning, just so that you know you can possibly take a different path, or make a change. All right, Spirit, what do we need to know for this coming week, September 7th through the 13th? Now, as you can see, a card did fall out, and I just let it fall because I'm going to include that in our message. Spirit will sometimes let a card pop out, just like that one, if it's something important that needs to come through. All right. And of course, I am asking Spirit to guide me to the cards that I choose that will be for your best and highest good. Okay. All right. So because we have a couple of cards out here already, I'll go ahead and pull 3 more. First card, the Father. King of Fire. And the 5 of Fire. All right, so as I mentioned, the volatile energy, it is showing up here. So let's jump in and look at these first 2 that came out. The 8 of this is the 8 of Air. All right, I'm working with the Dreams of Gaia deck, in case you are curious. Now, the 8 of Air is giving us the message of possibly you could be doing some things to hurt yourself. So if you're currently involved in anything this week that is not helpful for yourself, or you find yourself doing something that is not healthy, you may want to turn that around. Look at maybe your eating habits. Look at maybe the way your thoughts, the way you're processing things, because you don't want to cause further damage to yourself. You want to rise above as much as possible any conflict that may arise. This is for your own safety. This is for your own well-being and for those around you. Okay? And the 8 of Earth. Interestingly enough, you've got 2 8s here. So this is really interesting. The 8 of Earth is about abundance. So it's a really good card because it's showing you that you have resources that are at hand, resources that are available to you. So if you're feeling like you don't have what you need, this is reassuring you that you do, that resources are within your reach. You just have to reach for them. You have to believe and know that they are available. You have to look around you more carefully. And when they are within sight, don't feel like you don't deserve them or that you can't have them. You have to go for them. Okay, you have to reach for them, ask for them, request them, seek them out for yourself. All right. And going into the next cards, the Father. The Father card is about a person, not necessarily a father, but yes, the Father archetype is someone who is of a leadership position or a head of household. If you are a head of household, whether you are a male or a female, this is pertaining to you. So you are being looked to for your strength, your knowledge, your abilities to be able to get through a certain situation. Okay, so you are being looked to as a form of a strength, a supportive person, someone who is confident in their abilities. Okay, so, and then the next card is the King of Fire. All right, so the King of Fire is also about very strong leadership, but this is more of the energy of moving forward with something. So not just having the ability, but this is about movement forward to take the action. So as you are looking at all of the things that you are having to deal with this week, it's not just on being able to make decisions, but actually moving and making things happen. So you're being asked to go forward, make those decisions, make those things happen, It's no longer time for things to sit still or to be stagnant. Okay? Now, and the final card is the Five of Fire. So this card is about, and if you look at the image, it is about obviously not getting along or things not flowing too well with possibly another person. It could be a major disagreement, something that you are having a hard time coming to terms with. And you're going to need to dial back this fiery emotion so that you can make sound judgments and decisions. So if you are someone who is confronted with another person who is volatile, angry, belligerent, if this does occur for you, or, sometimes these things are not done in person. Sometimes they're done over the phone and, or you're maybe online. So I'm just letting you know that if this is something that is showing up here as an energy, you need to remember that this is not where you want to stay. This is not an energy that you want to entertain. It's not always about being right. So you can turn this around. You can make this a civil conversation, a civil encounter with someone. But just remember that you can control yourself. We can't control anyone else. We can only control ourselves. And that is what we have to remember so that our energy can stay at a high vibration. I speak about this all the time. And it's important for us to do our best to stay balanced. This is going to help us health-wise, for our energy to be in a good place. We are, with the COVID-19 still an issue, you want to stay as balanced as possible with your energy, with the things that you may be eating. These are all things that will help keep you in better balance and to protect your immune system. All right, this is the basic energy reading for this coming week. I do have a Patreon page where I go into more in depth. I go more in depth into this reading. So if you want to see the extended reading, you can check my link below for the Patreon page. And I'll see my Patreon members over on Patreon for the extended. All right. Everybody have a good week. Stay safe. Namaste.